Philippines is becoming the new preferred destination in Southeast Asia for companies expanding with presence in China, says the Philippine Economic Zone Authority. PEZA Director General Tereso Panga said in a social media post on Monday, the appetite of Chinese and multinational companies eyeing to invest in the Philippines is increasing as the U.S. imposes 20% tariffs on all imports from China. He said Vietnam is the first choice of companies with a footprint in China for expansion. Well, with us now for more here in the studio is Ronilo Balbieran, economist at the University of Asia and the Pacific. He is also vice president at Research, Education, and Institutional Development Foundation. So good to see you, Ron. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Kathy.
So,
honored to be here.
Yes, so what do you make of it? The PEZ is saying we're the +1 in the ASEAN region when it comes to China.
But definitely this is good news, no? And I think this is a counter good news for the political drama that we are seeing right now, no? So this only affirms that the fundamentals of the Philippine economy is good, and that we have actually instituted reforms that we have attempted for almost one reform amendment to the Public Service Act. It almost took us 1 century, to revise. And so there are a lot of all these new laws create more Internet Transactions Act, Renewables Energy Act. These will have huge positive consequences for our investment landscape.
But why settle for +1 when we could be number 1?
Well,
outpacing Vietnam, because every time I talk with economists in the Asia-Pacific region, they're always saying we're the far second.
Well, probably because we like to be, we like to be in a crisis first before we get our acts together. We like to cram as a people, no? So we like drama before doing something very, very positive and very united. No?
So what would that be? Would it be the Create More Act then?
So
implementing rules and regulations just came through in February.
Yes.
So every now and then I want to know whether that's making any difference, or is it too early to ask?
It will have huge differences now. So because as we know, power is a very huge discouragement for investors here in the Philippines. We have huge power costs, we have huge logistics costs, and so as we try to solve the supply of our power, to bring down energy costs, and as we try to complete our transportation and logistics infrastructure, we're here to offer some reprieve for our investors. And so you now have 100% deductions for your power expense, and then also for some other additional deductions for your logistics costs. No? So these will now try to counterbalance the things that we experience, the challenges that the investors experience,
right,
as they try to decide whether to locate to the Philippines or not.
And that's the big question, because now we get to the supply chain bottlenecks that still exist, even with the Create More IRR. Maybe down the line that'll solve that issue, but that's what's in front of the foreign investor right now.
Yes.
So what value add can we give the foreign investor if they have the Vietnams of the ASEAN to choose from, and they have a more seamless experience, as it were, because they don't have these bottlenecks?
So I think the government is trying to do a two-punch combination for this. No? So at the short term, you have the Create More, you have the Foreign Investment Act, you have the Retail Trade Liberalization Act, and all the other new laws that you've just mentioned about the VAT refund for foreign tourists. So all these are immediate short-term offer for our investors, as we try to demonstrate to our investors, look, in the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to be completing a lot of this flagship transport and logistics infrastructure. We are trying to build as many power supply projects, and so all of you are welcome. 100% foreign ownership for a lot of the sectors. So you have the short term and the medium term, and we have the long term as we actually build more long-term infrastructure, and we're quite excited. For example, the Dalton Pass bypass road, expressway, has been in the pipeline for more than 2 decades already. But this will revolutionize the logistics of agriculture sector from our region 2 down to region 3 to NCR, and this will bring down food prices for the huge market of Central Luzon, NCR, Calabarzon.
Okay.
And this will give additional benefit for the investors, feeding their 5,000, 10,000 laborers. And these, when combined, short-term, medium-term, and long-term, are only good news for our investors.
Okay, and the VAT refund for tourists. Now I can ask my friends from overseas
Yes,
to
yes,
get that
yes.
VAT refund. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.